Chinese President Xi Jinping has pushed his vision for a new global security and economic order that prioritizes the global south, positioning it as a direct challenge to the United States during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, attended by Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and many others. She has called for a stand against hegemonism and power politics, advocating true multilateralism and criticizing U.S. tariff policies. He has described global governance as having reached a new crossroads and promoted the SCO as a platform for non-Western countries to advance collaboration. She has proposed a global governance initiative without specifying concrete measures seen as challenging U.S.-dominated international organizations. He has also called for new SCO Development Bank, free aid of 2 billion yuan, 10 billion yuan in loans to SCO Banking Consortium and AI Cooperation Center, and invitations to SCO nations to participate in China's Lunar Research Station. President Putin has said the SCO had revived genuine multilateralism with national currencies used in mutual settlements, laying the groundwork for a new system of stability and security in Eurasia that considers the interests of all countries. The leaders also adopted the Tianjin Declaration, which Ukraine's foreign ministry has criticized for avoiding the topic of Russia's war in Ukraine. Now, for this discussion, we are joined by Daniel Wagner. He's a CEO of Country Risk Solutions, joins us live from Portland, and David K. Johnston. He's an American author, joins us live from Washington, and Scott Faulkner. He's the head of Eagle Enterprises, a security firm, joins us live from Washington, D.C. Now, Scott, I would like to first come to you for my discussion question. How realistic is this vision in terms of implementation, given also the lack of specific measures?
I think it's mostly rhetoric instead of reality. Xi has had a masterful 3 days of photo ops and pageantry, and the 20 documents that were signed are all very long on lofty goals and vision, and very short on actual tangible actions going forward. So we'll be able to see whether any of the bilateral discussions that took place. I mean, certainly you had an hour between Xi and Modi, you had an hour car ride between Xi and Putin, and as well as Modi and Putin. And so it'll be interesting to see if anything really comes of it that's truly tangible. So it'll be interesting to see whether the reality matches the rhetoric.
And now I would like to go to Scott. Scott, what's your take? How realistic is this vision in terms of implementation? What do you think?
I think it's, again, part of it is they're trying to come up with an alternative reality to a Western-oriented, US-oriented, European-oriented, Quad-oriented world. And again, we're going to have to see what happens. There's so many internal divisions within the SCO membership. I mean, between the Pakistan, India issues, between Chinese territorial claims on India. There's just a lot of issues out there that were basically set aside for these 20 documents.
And David, I would like to come to you now. What do you think? What is your take? How realistic is this vision in terms of implementation?
Well, I generally agree with Scott, but I think the way to view this is the first major advance in the long campaign by China to develop a free trading zone in Eurasia, which it would dominate. It's had a plan it's been trying to sell for a number of years without any success. But here you saw these three leaders go out of their way to create the appearance that they are serious going forward with lots of difficult negotiations ahead. And those two limo rides that Scott mentioned, where Xi went with Modi and then with Putin, those were clearly calculated to humiliate Donald Trump over the limo ride in Alaska last month. So just think of this as an early effort here, and from an American perspective, this is terrible because the likelihood is the US's position and its economic hegemony is beginning to unravel.
Thank you very much for sharing that, and please stay with us as we stay on this topic now. Now, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin have met on the sidelines of the SCO